Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I'd like to introduce Dr. Dan Cox, Superintendent of School.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Charles City Community School District, I want to welcome you to this graduation ceremony for the class of 2015. Graduates, today marks the end of a chapter, one of many that you will write over the course of your lifetime. Your collective stories will begin to diverge as you head on to college and career. As you add new chapters to the story of your life, may you look back fondly in a time here as a Charles City College. Best wishes to each of you, and congratulations again.
The senior concert choir members will perform the parting glass under the direction of Bradley Beal High School Vocal Music Director. At this time, the alma mater will be performed by the Charles City High School Orchestra under the direction of Nancy Western. and the senior concert choir members under the direction of Bradley Beadle.
Thank you, choir, and thank you, orchestra. My name is Josh Johnson. I'm the Charles City High School principal. At this time, I would like to announce the names of individuals who have earned the top 10 cumulative grading averages. As I read your name, please stand, face the audience, and remain standing until I have completed the list. Audience, can you please hold your applause until all students have been recognized. John Rottinghouse, Austin Turpin, Elizabeth Wolf, Colin Johannemeyer, Caleb Hageman, Samuel Lipke, Paige Faulkner, Brian Foster. Introducing your salutatorian, Milagro Michaels Cordeo, and valedictorian, Kyle Trevino. You may also notice on some of the graduates a gold cord signifying a 3.5 GPA or higher. At this time, Mr. Wolf will announce our silver cord recipient.
The silver cord for community service, the honoree requires 200 hours of documented volunteerism, earning graduates the honor of wearing silver cords. This program was developed by class officers during the 2008 school year. Students, please stand when your name has been called and turn and face the audience again. Audience, please hold the applause until I reach the final name. Stephen Appling, Colin Johanningmeyer, Cassandra Connect, Milagro Michaels, Matthew Vetter, Elizabeth Wolf. These are the students who have earned silver cord for their community service. Thank you.
I have the honor to introduce two students tonight, this afternoon. I will be speaking to you on behalf of the student body of the class of 2015. These two students have been selected by their classmates in the class of 2015 and by the staff to present their addresses. If I could have Victoria Downey and Russell Powell.
Faculty, parents, friends, dignified guests, graduating class of 2015, and all of the dead baseball players who are coming out of the cornfield to join us today.
Wise squares, about 3 minutes of your time.
Quick shout out to Dylan, Caleb, and Johnny, and anybody else I forgot, because I promised. Sorry if I'm seeming a little bit low energy today. I spent most of last night throwing the speech together, which from what I heard was the theme song for a lot of you in speech classes today. But you know, I got it done, I didn't freak out. I got it done at a nice safe 3 o'clock in the morning. Took the rest of my scarce free time as most of us would. Check my Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Insta. Spend another 2 hours on the internet after I decided I want to go to bed. You know, I connected with someone special on Tinder. Sometimes. Because life doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. How do I know this? I don't. But I'm standing up here at this podium making noise, and that's what counts. That's what they put me up here to do. You know, come to think of it, that's all anyone's going to do. Make some noise. You know, let everybody know that you're here, present, and in this moment. I used to think that who I am now is all that I could be. Dancing light. Flickering shadow, the great nothing masquerading as something you can name, taking shelter in caves and foxholes, an archer searching for his target in his own mirror, wounded only by my own arrows, made to be enslaved and pleading for my achievements, blinded by longing and triggered over paradise. Oh, sorry. Those lyrics will be found on my upcoming rap album. Copies will be sold in lobby. I want to thank the faculty and administrative staff of CCHS. They gave us what we need to get on to college. And I also want to thank them for the numerous study halls, which allowed us 45 minutes to screw around and play ball. I'd also like to acknowledge the parents. Thank you so much for all you do, for the tireless love and support and care you do for your children, but most of all, for the attention for your children. There's a saying, beware the unloved, because eventually they will hurt themselves. Or me, because we don't want that. You know, when I look at this group here, I feel really safe. No doubt, some of you will turn out to be criminals. You know, white-collar stuff, Wall Street, that kind of thing. You know, crimes committed by people with self-esteem. Stuff that parents can still be proud of, in a weird way. Congratulations, guys. You did it. And you know what? We haven't even hit the best of it yet. There is a whole world waiting out there beyond these doors, starving for new ideas and new leadership. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. It can get rough. But you know what? That's okay. Because there's always going to be no ice cream. Now, fear will be a definite player in your life, but the beauty of it is, you get to decide how much. I want to read a quote to you that I stumbled across while writing this. You can spend the remainder of your days worrying about the future, but all there will ever be is what is happening right here, right now. Which are the decisions we make either based on love or fear. So many of us choose our path out of fear disguised as practicality or what makes the most sense in our path. What we really want is impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never dare ask the universe for it. That quote was from Jim Carrey, of all places. You see, what I'm trying to say here is that any one of you could be a doctor, or a lawyer, or an astronaut, or a rock star, or a comedian. And again, you could always take that safe job in accounting, and that's fine, you know, the world needs ditch diggers too. But there's always that possibility in this day and age that you will be let go from that safe job. The way I see it is, if you can fail at something you don't want, why not take a chance at doing something you love? We need to let go of our prematurely determined expectations of ourselves and push and strive and reach for our own personal stars to figure out what it is we really can do. And we cannot do this without letting go of that fear. I posit to you the idea that when you guys were little kids, you had life all figured out. The preschool teacher would walk up to you, lean down, and ask you in that oh-so-familiar tone, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" You'd look them dead in the eye and say, "Batman." Most of the times, your tone would be so convincing that they believe you. My point is that when you find what it is you really want to do in life, go for it. Don't shy away from that desire for fear of failure or inadequacy or whatever other excuses you make up for yourself. If it is what you truly want in life, then make it happen. Never settle for safety. Never settle for anything. Now, to wrap up, because I see that some of my audience members may be losing consciousness. Yeah, you know who you are. There will always be doors in your life. But oftentimes, the most important doors you can open are the ones in here. The ones that are locked by fear. Open those doors, just like some of us opened our lockers this year, by trying. And trying, and kicking, and screaming, and crying, and trying some more until finally get the freaking thing open. After that, you only need to walk through the doors that And if you miss that next period because those behind the door say, folks, I'm not going to tell you again, you need to be in your seat before the bell rings. That's okay. There will always be doors opening and closing in life. I'm going to end this with a question, because according to our English teachers, that's good writing. Fear will always be a definite player in life, but the beauty of it is, you get to decide how much. Will you let fear rule you, or will you rule your fears?
I have to start by saying how humbled and honored I am for having been chosen to speak today. This community and the people in it have meant the world to myself and the other graduates. Graduates? That was true. And we are beyond thankful you joined us here this afternoon. If you're like me, you've been asked over and over what you're going to do next year. Where are you going to school? What's your major? Where are you going to work? How are you going to pay for it all? I don't have many strong answers to these questions, but I do have a lot of questions of my own for you today. Questions that I believe are more important than this dreaded future plans. What are you going to do with the skills you've attributed over the last 4 years? How are you going to learn from the people who influenced you and poured their time and energy into you? How are you going to change your corner of the world? Where will your next adventure lead you? Who are you going to surround yourself with? It'll be easy and comfortable to stick with the people you've grown up with. The people who've known all your stories and who are most likely there to experience them with you. But today, I challenge you to surround yourself with people in the future that will make you smarter, stronger, and kinder. The type of person who says yes and. Yes and is the final and only rule of improvisation. My counterpart this afternoon is the king of improv here at CCHS, but I have a few lessons on the subject as well. Most importantly, never deny your fellow actor. You should be willing and able to accept whatever your fellow actor throws at you. Use what they're giving you as a jumping off point and expand it. Heighten and explore, as the professionals say. For instance, if I said, "What a beautiful day," and you responded, "No, are you kidding me? It's the middle of winter and it's snowing in my castle." Or if I ask, "Are you going to the prom tonight?" and you respond, "No, obviously I'm 9 months pregnant." We're stuck. Where do we go? So we learn to say yes and. Find a group of people who challenge you and inspire you. Spend a lot of time with them and it will change your life. You'll say yes to these people because you know that they're trustworthy, their ideas are worthwhile, and their spirit is bold. You'll say and because you want to contribute to their ideas. No matter if you succeed or fail, you'll have tried and grown with people who encourage you and support you. Bob Goff says in his book, Love Does, "I used to be afraid of failing at something that really mattered to me, but now I'm more afraid of succeeding at the things that don't matter." Yes, and. If a case comes where these people make you uncomfortable or unsafe, and your gut is screaming at you to turn and never look back, never forget about the awesome power of no way. Learn to love yourself, and never stop improving who you want to become. Tina Fey once simply laid out, "Say yes and figure it out later." Life is about the people you spend it with. Search out the people who aren't afraid to say yes. People who won't shut your scene down. Eventually, those same people will shut your spirit down, and you don't need that. I understand that these crazy yes and people are rare, so strive to become one of them. Be picky with who you invest your time with. And yes, please, Amy Poehler writes, because what else are we going to do? Say no? Say no to an opportunity that might be slightly out of our comfort zone? Quiet our voices because we are worried that they're not perfect? I believe great people do things before they're ready, before they know that they can do, before they know that they can do it. Doing what you're afraid of, getting out of your comfort zone, taking risks like that, that's what life is. You might be really good. You might find out something about yourself that's really special. And if you're not good, who cares? You tried something. Now you know that about yourself. So what are you waiting for? Go! You've been given all the tools that Charles Lee can give us. Meet new people and cultures, learn new things, and never stop improving. our dates together at Charles City High School and say, that's it. That's the place I learned how to be a part of a team, how to build up the people I didn't know, how to dream big, where I learned to say yes. When not swinging in his sweater about his wonderful neighborhood, Mr. Rogers once said one of my favorite quotes. Our world hangs like a magnificent jewel in the vastness of space. Every one of us is a part of that jewel, a facet of that jewel. And in the perspective of infinity, our differences are infinitely small. We are intimately related. May we never pretend that we are not. No matter where we come from or where we're going, whether we've been here since kindergarten or joined this trimester, we all have one thing in common today. We are all graduates of the Charles City High School. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Today is both the beginning and end. Take it in, say yes, make some noise. Congratulations.
Mr. Frisbee, Mrs. Winterick, Mr. Dyke, Mr. Walker, and Mrs. Bakehofer. As members of the Charles City Community School Board, this class has fulfilled the graduation requirements as prescribed by the Iowa Department of Education. In addition, the members of the class of 2015 have earned the appropriate number of credits as established by your board. Therefore, I present the class of 2015 for the awarding of diplomas.
Class of 2015, Stephen William Ackland. Sherman Donald Baldwin. Austin Christopher Bauer. Jordan Macy Baxter. Madison Avery Becker. Levi Connor Blaine. Alex Jacob Blickenderfer. Jessica Marie Blumberg. Parker James Blunt. Michael Joseph Buska. Lydia Jane Boyd. Christopher Lloyd Butler. Ruby Esmeralda Zeha. Caitlin Marie Clay. Dion David Cleveland. Nolan James Crawford. Connor Joe Crooks. Kyla Alexander Crooks. Wyatt Lee Cummings. Orion Michael Davis. Erica Jo DeBryan. Victoria Faith May Downey. Jonathan Boyd Etherington. Gunnar Otis Evelyn. Taylor Marie Farr. Paige Danielle Faulkner. Zachary Travis Pfizer. Brian Jacob Foster. Tyrell Martin Foster. Jared Gregory George. Brittany Ann Gifford. Carlos Armando Gonzalez. Cassandra Marie Hackman. Caleb Stephen Hagman. Dustin Lane Hahn Kegley. Chase Jeffrey Hallrick. Justin Lyle Hegbeth. Zachary Tyler Hennings. Haley Elizabeth Hillias. Joshua Chad Holbert. Ariana Ashley House. Nathan Lane Huffman. Dylan Lewis Isaacson. Ashley Jean Jensen. Justin Curtis Yeager. Colin James Johannemeyer. Nicholas Kyle Johnston. Reuben James Joslin. Kaya Elaine Ketcher. Carter Dwayne Kellogg. Cassandra Louise Connect. Isaiah Charles Connect. Sophia Amina Knighton. Skylar Paul Cabrick. Andrew Richard Corish. Michaela Diana Krieger. Cody Dean Kruger. Kerrigan Danielle Kruger. Jordan Reed Blair. Keely Patricia Lance. Sky Zach Lance. Hannah Marie Larson. Caitlin Marie Lobby. Samuel Carl Lipke. Ryan Michael Loftus. Tristan K. Lose. Maddie Elaine Malloy. Sydney Jordan Martin. Michael Lee McKenzie. Carter Mackenzie Melrose. Grace Marie Nelson. Cassidy Dorothy Meyer. Milagro Ryan Michaels Cordell. Joseph Paul Reyes Montemayor. Kristen Taylor Montgomery. Cassidy Charlene O'Jay. Cassidy Ray Neals. Jay Christian Nischel. Kids. Please. Brandy Christie Parks. Cody Allen Ryder. Jason Michael Reagan. John Thomas Ridinghouse. Zachary Patrick Schlater. Hey, you're doing so well. Madison Joe Schmidt. Serena Kaylin Schmidt. Tristan Allen Lee Paul Schmidt. Alex Marie Sugarrat. Jack Allen Sugarrat. Abby Gail Sidlinger. Cody Lauren Sin. Cody Charles Slinger. Shay Lynn Sandberg. Connor Paul Stolzman. Asian name, Monet Tony. Kyle Allen Trevine. Austin Michael Turpin. Nicholas Dwayne Tynan. Matthew Lynn Vetter. Jose Eric Villagomez. Brandon Drake White. Weston John Wink. Elizabeth Marie Wolf. Congratulations, class of 2015. Class, one last time, please. We are.
Will the class please stand? At this point, I ask that you perform a symbolic gesture that signifies that you have graduated. Please move the tassel on your order board from the right side to the left side. Face the crowd. You are now an alumni of Charles City Community School District.